Hello, welcome back. I know it's been a minute. You see, I switched the hair up. It's giving mermaid vibes, all kind of different colors. Excuse me, I'm out of breath. I'm trying to change my little scenery, and these health issues, be getting the best of me. But let me adjust real quick. So basically, this year has been really hard and tough for me. I've been dealing with a lot and a lot of pain, I would say. I vaguely remember my last video, and I know that I spoke on God, of course, and me being a single mom to the twins, and probably trying to basically, just life on day to day, how I dealt with them. So, excuse me. Let me just say there's never a right time for me to record. I've been going back and forth with myself about that because I have health problems, and 9 times out of 10 I don't feel good. I'm drained. I'm out of, I don't have that much energy a day, and I have asthma. As you can see, I don't know if you can see or notice, but I gained so much weight, and I've been trying to get it off. On top of, dealing with my kids and just household in and out. So I've been really back and forth about making videos and not knowing when I'm gonna make them, and just a lot. I do want to say that through my journey of being a single mom, whether it was with my firstborn, whether it was with my twins, all three, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of work. It's been hard. And the only person that has gotten me through it is God. And I know I stated before, my mother, my little brother Junior, of course, have been my support system and helped me. However, the person that has been here through thick and thin, through whatever the case may be. I think my camera is falling. Sorry, you guys. The one who's been here through thick and thin, through whatever, unconditional, no matter what, is God. And it's been one hell of a journey. It's been one hell of a journey. Like, I feel like sometimes I want to, excuse me, I want to show y'all my vulnerable side. And then sometimes I don't know if I should, even though I have. I think I kind of showed that a little bit in my last video or previous. But I just be going back and forth with myself. Like, is it the right time? Is it the right moment? The same with, my appearance. Like, of course, I'm looking like a mom 24/7 in the other videos. And most of the time I don't have the strength or the energy to do a video, or when I'm going through my darkest moments, I am just going through it and the camera is not recording. Pretty much I, was told by God to get on here, and that's what I'm doing. God has really been pushing me, pulling me to get on here and talk about my journey, talk about him, and really it's been eating me up. And I was just like, you know what, let me just do the video because he's on my back right now about it. There's so many things that I could discuss and I want to talk about, and you know, different aspects or whatever the case may be. I don't want to jump around. I just know that with my twins, it was excuse me, it was a long time coming. Like it's been a long time coming. It still is. They're 7, almost 8, and it's just a lot of work. Like it's a lot of work. And the only person that's been helping me, I'm gonna say it again, or you might hear me say it 100 more times, is God. Like at the end of the day, when my mother ain't around, when my brother ain't around, it's just me and them. And, you know, my oldest, you know, he helps me out too. I would say more so before than now. But, and he's a teenager. So, you know how that goes. Teenagers don't want to be bothered and they be moody and all kind of stuff. But that's another video. But, you know, when I break down, when I'm stressed out, I get stressed out. Of course, I'm overwhelmed. I've been overwhelmed. I've been stressed out. Like I literally been sleep deprived since they were born. Like I really haven't gotten no sleep. They just on the go. They got so much energy. Like from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, like I just be looking like, where do you get it from? Like I don't understand. Like to the point where I'm probably gonna put them on Ritalin because it's just like unbearable. Like I can't. They drain me. So, it's just very overwhelming. You know, one kid I feel like is a lot, or was a lot, and then 2, you know, but 3, like, and then they twins, so they feed off each other, and you know they want to be joking, and it's just like when I calm one down, the other one is hyped, and vice versa, and it's just a lot. So I think I was talking about the different stages of them, you know, growing up, and I think I mentioned that it's you know, people say it get easier, but I don't think it does. I think it's just different stages that you deal with and come across, and you just act accordingly. I just want to say for all the single moms out there, whether you're young or older, you know, the person that's going to be by your side 24/7, 365 days a year in all aspects is the Lord. So I really hope and pray that you turn to him. I've been talking to him more, in my circle less. I've been praying every single day, all day. And he's been, you know, dealing with me. He's been on this journey. He was here before it even started with my kids. And he gonna always be here, and I know that to be true, because how else I've been surviving? How else I've been able to mentally focus and still do what I gotta do? Yes, I'm, you know, a strong person, and I'm this, that, and the third. However, God is the one that has given me life and breathed air into my body. So it's him, you know what I'm saying? It's him standing by my side. It's him on my sides, my front, my back. Like it's him holding me up. It's him, you know, giving me the strength, the energy, the wisdom. Like, you know, I've had my patience tested over and over by my kids, and it's, you know, like I see a big difference. Like I'm yelling less, you know, I'm not repeating myself, and well, I kind of do, but I do it less now. just patience. Like, he's really taught me how to be patient with them and just to not trip off of every little thing they do. Like, they're kids, let them be them. So, the older I get and as the days go by, it's less and less of this and less of stressing myself out and overwhelming myself or whatever the case may be. It just, I think that just having them when they were little it was a lot. Like, like I said, taking them in and out the house, in and out the car seats, putting them in a stroller, feeding them. Like, I literally had both of them in my arms 24/7 and by me 24/7, doing it all by myself. Like, I just sit up, I used to say to myself, like, why me? Like, why would you give me twins? Like, and he felt that I could handle it. I remember saying that in my last video, I believe it was. And, you just never feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And looking back, it's just like, damn, I really did that. Like, like, I don't really give myself time to reflect on the good that I done and give myself credit, because I'm always on the go. I'm always doing. I'm always, having to be an octopus. I'm always here, there, everywhere, and, as mothers don't get that time to just reflect, sit back and just, I might once in a blue moon, but rarely. Like, and when I do, I just sit there and I'll be like, damn, I really did that. Like, I really been taking care of them by myself. Like day in, day out, like sleepless nights, sleep deprived, like stressed out, overwhelmed, depressed, whatever the case may be. Like, I didn't been through it all. And I had seen this post on Instagram a few weeks ago, and it was a mom, and she probably was like 38 or so, around there, or older. She had 2 kids that was little. Excuse me. And her husband was off at work. I don't know if he was in a military or something, or he just was, away at work, but he was away all the time, and she had them kids like to herself 24/7. Sad to say, she ended up committing suicide with her babies. And I believe it was the 22nd, or I think it was like the 22nd floor that she jumped from. I don't quote me. I should have probably knew. But I know for sure she committed suicide. She jumped off a building, and I think it was 22 stories, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it was 200. And she killed her and her kids because she was so stressed out from postpartum depression and being overwhelmed. And it's just like, when I see things like that, it just makes me feel so bad for, single moms. Like, I know I'm not the only single mom. However, I know what I'm going through and how I feel and how it affects me. And just to see that, like, broke my heart. Like, because these are the type of videos that I need to put out in order for people like that to see, or moms to see, and then, get a different perspective and, start praying to God, start, thinking of strategies or ways to relieve stress, or, relieve being overwhelmed. If there's, ways outlets. And so, I could have helped her. She could have seen my video, and I could have helped her from committing suicide. You just never know who you impact, who's watching, who is taking heed to what you're saying, who's, ready to give their life to God, whatever the case may be. Then I think the next day or so, I see another young mom, younger than me, 20 something. She ended up committing suicide too. But she didn't kill the baby. She ended up crashing her car and committed suicide like that. And she had wrote everything out, on social media, just venting, and it just was sad. Like, it's just so sad because we really be going through it. Like, we really be stressed, we really be depressed, we really be overwhelmed. And it's just like these so-called ass baby daddies, don't step up to the plate and take care of their responsibility. They always want to blame the woman or the young girl for whatever the case may be, don't want to step up to their responsibilities. And this is what we have to deal with while you just live and have a free life and do what you want, when you want, come and go as you please. Whether you deal with your kids or not, you don't deal with them, you don't deal with them. If you do, it's at your convenience. It's when you feel like it, when you feel like being bothered. And that's just not fair to us. That's not why kids are brought in this world. Everyone has two parents, and that's that. Like, and I'm just tired of hearing niggas say that we're to blame for whatever the case may be. No, nigga, we made this child together. You laid down. You was a part of it. Take care of your responsibilities, and that's that. Are you a deadbeat ass nigga? Period. Like, I'm just tired of hearing about it and going through it, and like these niggas just getting over and having a free life. Like, so anyway, she was stating that her baby daddy, wasn't doing nothing for her child, and that, when she passed away, don't come to her funeral because, nigga, you wasn't there when she was alive. And I feel that. Like, I feel that. And so it just, once again, she could have came across my video and I could have saved her. I'm just here to send the message. I'm just the messenger, mentor for God, leader, and here to tell my story and hopefully inspire young and older women that are single moms and that are doing this shit by ourselves, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Like, this shit is real. And it's unfair. So to all the ones that are doing it by themselves, you got this. Like, we got this. The things that I'm telling you, I'm telling myself every day, all day. Like, I still got to work on me. I'm still trying to get where I need to be with God. I'm trying to be right for my kids. I'm trying to be a better person, a better woman. And, my thing is, as long as I'm doing that, then I'm on the right track. I break down too. I get stressed out. Like I said, I have the same symptoms and things, going on in my life like everyone else that's a single mom. However, I take it to God. That's my source. That's the person that is going to help me. Like, yes, my family, my friends, they gonna give me advice. They gonna try to, support. They gonna, try to lift me up, all the shit. However, and I appreciate that. I thank you and I love you. However, at the end of the day, the person that is going to be by my side and your side is God. That's who has carried me through this journey with my firstborn, with my twins. Now, I'm still going through it. And I turn to him because I'm here. I could have been on drugs. I could have been a prostitute, a hoe. I could have gave my kids up for adoption. I could have abandoned them. I could have killed them. I could have did anything. I could have dealt with it how I wanted to, because why? Because we have choices in life. However, I chose to do what's right by my kids, no matter if they dad's here or not. That's not gonna stop me. I love mines. Period, point blank. And I show them that. I don't tell them that. I tell them that, but I don't just tell them I love them. I show them I love them. I don't just buy them shit. Like, I spend time. I put time in. I'm with them 24/7. Like, there's not a day that goes by I don't want to be with my kids. Even if the roles were reversed, which they wouldn't be, because I wouldn't let a nigga have my kids like that. But I would want to see my kids. I would want to talk to my kids every day. I would want to know what's going on day to day in school, your life, what you like, what you learning. Like, I want to know. Like, why? Because I'm a parent. Why? Because I'm a woman and a child of God. That's why. And so I'm just here to deliver the messages and inspire other women, other young girls. Like, we got this. We can do this. It's gonna be tough. Like, it's gonna be tough. Believe me. Like, you probably haven't even heard the half of my story, but it's tough. It's not gonna be easy. But I'm telling you, by the grace of God, by you praying, by you obeying God, by you talking to God, He is going to change your life. He is going to change your situation. It's not going to be when you want it to, and it's not going to be on your time, but He's going to do it. I guarantee you that. I'm a walking testimony. I am a walking testimony. I don't know what else to include in this video, but I just want you to be strong and don't even, it's easier said than done. Everything is. But when you have faith in God, when you give God your life and you surrender all to God, when you surrender that deadbeat ass nigga to God, when you surrender all your cares and problems and worries and whatever the case may be, stress, overwhelmness, whatever the case may be, when you surrender to God, He will take care of you. And I'm going to be right here on the journey with you. Still growing, still learning, still progressing. Like, I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress parent. Like, we don't get no manual with taking care of no kids. It's just common sense. And the only person you need is God by your side. And I'm going to end with that. So, you ladies, take care of yourself. Take care of them babies. Them babies need you. Them babies didn't ask to be here. Mine didn't ask to be here. Like, of course, if I could go back, I would change who I had them by, but I wouldn't change my kids. You know what I'm saying? God gave me them babies for a reason. And here we are. So, accept it. I've accepted it. It took me some years. Don't get me wrong. It ain't nothing gonna happen overnight. It took me some years, honey. Blood, sweat, and tears. Like, oh, broke me down. It still do. But, however, God has gotten me through it. And God has got me here today to tell my story, to help you. Because you got this. You got this. We got this. One thing about me is I'm very independent. My mother made me independent. And 2, I never needed no nigga for nothing. And you don't either. Only man you need is the one up above. That's the only man you need. And as long as you have that mindset, you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You have a wonderful day. And I'm going to try to make another video soon. And if you want to comment below, comment below. If you want to hit that like button, hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. I got a lot going on in my life, so I'm trying to, you know, God been on me about these videos, so I'm going to try to get them out, whether I'm looking like a mom or not. But y'all have a blessed day. And remember, you got this.